One thing I like about this is you can turn the GPS off right here with the switch. So there, GPS off. Now the wind will just take it. But when you leave the GPS off, it's so much more fun to fly. I love drones where you can turn the GPS off so simply. See, I got no GPS right now, so I don't have to worry about all these little perfect turns or anything. I just fly it the way I want to fly it. Check out that sound. That is the sound of me walking on snow that is now frozen to ice. Should be on GPS. Looks pretty cool. Here's what I look like in the video. Let's see, I'll stand back. So how does that look with the video? Does it look all right? One thing on this camera, the camera is movable, but here, watch. As I stand close, you'll see it move. See, it's sort of like it moves in increment. I could actually look up too. Look at that. I could actually go up looking, there I am. I have to look down at the drone. I've got it facing up now, and I can bring it, I'll just go over here so you can see it a bit better. Bring it down, hitting this. And there we go. Now it's looking down at me if I took it up. All right, so some specs on this drone. First off, it's got brushless motors. It's got the huge bright light in the front. Has a 1080p camera, and you saw me move the little gimbal here. I can move the gimbal around. You can record to a micro SD card. I have it in, whoa, that's cold. Was that ever cold? You can put it in there. That thing gives off a lot of wind. And on the back, it's a really cool battery. You can see there's my battery power fluctuating in the back. You can see it going. Now, if I go by the specifications, it's got a range between 200 and 500 meters, so half a kilometer max. Has GPS, has a lot of one-button controls to do. Follow me by one button, orbit mode by one button. It's pretty powerful because I don't want to go high here, but see, I'm just touching the joystick a little bit and it'll really go. All right, so I'm going to take the drone out to a field, try out all the neat little features it has. And while I'm doing that, how about you watch this unboxing video? And now a super fast unboxing of this here drone. Look at the size of the box. It's massive. All right, let's open it up. Now, unfortunately, the box is too large. I can't fit the whole thing under my camera, but there's 2 levels within the box. So this is the top level. So when you open the box, it's the first thing you'll see. So here you see these massive, massive, massive prop guards. They're really made out of really big plastic. Look at these things. Huge. So these come included. And then on this side, you have the landing legs, which again look to be quite large. Here, let me just see if I can yank one out. Yep. They are super thick and large. And then what you have over here, this would be the battery charger. And over here is another USB plug. And over here, look at this. All the props are right here. Look at them. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting, but there they are. So there we go. Let's get that a little bit better. There, all the props are here. Here's the bottom layer of the box, and what you get is a set of instructions, quick start guide, tells you everything, how to set up your drone and get it going. Next, you get a little disclaimer and warning sheet, and finally, you get for the app itself to run the drone. It gives you, do your little scan, get the app on your phone, and this explains all the features of the app. Next, we have the drone itself, which is quite massive. Let me just yank this out. Look at how thick the arms on this thing are. Like they're made out of like thick plastic, but it seems like it's pretty decent. So you get LED lights on the bottom. There's nothing here other than to put your camera, connect it right there. Looks like that's the back. Looks like on the front you have a nice big light, and you have the nice little plastic on it for protection. I'll take that off before I fly it. This almost looks see-through here as well. But yeah, and brushless motors. Check out the motors. Here's the motors right here. Nice brushless motors. Very nice looking drone, and the way it's designed, I don't think this thing would break. It looks like it's quite good. What else is in here? This would be for your phone. This controller looks identical to, I remember I used to have an old DJI Phantom 3. Or even a Phantom 2. And this controller, I think it's the same controller. It looks all the same. Yeah, it's got your little metal leg back here and your little bracket that you would attach another bracket on for your phone. And even your little switches on the side here. Got switches, your dials. This dial works. This dial does not work. It's not for any function on this drone. So this would make your camera go up and down. Then you have your photo buttons, your return to home, and all your other good stuff. And you even have your buttons here. Actually, these are your photo buttons. Yeah, I can see it's photo and video. And there's a little USB to charge this thing up because it's rechargeable. And over here we have the battery, and you can see it's sort of like a smart battery. You push that, and oh, look at that. It's almost fully charged. That's supposed to give you, I think it says in the manual, 15 minutes of flight time. This piece down here would be for your cell phone. You would put your phone in here, or your tablet. It's quite large. large, so you could fit a tablet in there. See how big it is? You stretch that out. This is actually designed to fit on here with that little bracket in the back, and it's so large that it is designed for a tablet. And then over on this side, you have your actual camera. There's the camera right here, and it is an electric motor right there to run the gimbal, and it has a little squishy gimbal here for vibrations and stuff. So I don't know how well that's going to work because I haven't flown this yet, but you've probably seen in the video how well it works, so you can decide. And there's a spot right here for your micro SD card, so you can record the 1080p video onto that. All right, let's see how much this drone weighs. Let me just stick the battery in here and put it down and see how much what that comes to. What's that say? 556 grams. To fly the W drone indoors, all you have to do is make sure your little switch on the back here is to the left, so you pull the switch to the left. Next, you take these two joysticks and you pull them down to the right, I believe, and just hold them there, and everything will start flashing in a minute. There we go. That's the gyro calibration. Now you pull them in, and you're ready to take off. So this drone here comes with prop guards. I don't have them on. It's very easy to control indoors, and it's quite stable. I wouldn't fly it, how do I say it? I wouldn't fly it in a small area. Like this is pretty small right here. I'd fly it in a much larger area because those props are pretty big and it's blowing a lot of wind. All right, and then to land the drone, you basically just pull down your left joystick and it will bounce around and it turns off. That's it, you can fly indoors. So I would give this drone here, well, I would say out of 10 for an indoor flight with the prop guards on, I will give it maybe a 6 or a 7, but not in small areas. Make sure you have a lot of space because it is a big drone. Look at the size of it, and it blows a lot of wind. And when that wind hits the walls, it pushes the drone different places. Because on the bottom, if I turn it this way, on the bottom there are no obstacle avoidance sensors for the lower portion, so it doesn't have a clue to position itself above anything. All right, let's go on to the next section. Okay, check this out. This thing, this is sheer ice. Look at my feet, I'm just sliding. This is a parking lot, and look at my car spun all over the place coming in here. This is craziness. All right, slide back over to the car. Try not to fall down. Whoa. All right, grab my drone. My phone is quite large, and if it went in the back, it gets in the way of the antennas. I'll just Velcro this onto that. And now we got to do a compass calibration. Pull this to the left. There we go. And the compass calibration on this drone is one of those ridiculous ones where you go like this. You point it forward and you go, all right, guys. You know, it's like a toy. You're playing around like this. You just do it a few times. It doesn't take long. Let's see, I'll do like 5 or 6 of these. You see here, I'll try to follow it with the GoPro. You see what I'm doing? It's one of those calibrations. I don't know why somebody ever invented those. You do those with your phone too. All right, that should be good enough. Let's just check the lights. If the front ones are solid blue, we're good. And if these are blinking green, it means I have GPS. So it's already got GPS. It's snowing out here, so the lens might get a little messed up with snow. We'll see. And let's just put these antennas down this way. There we go, I got the GPS on. Now, one thing I can tell you I've noticed in the cold, I tried this in the house, in my backyard as well, is, well, the wind's blowing, so it's kind of sideways. But in the cold, the motors don't like it, and you probably get jello. Do you see any jello on me? Am I full of jello, like wobbling up and down? So this is, I think that's the slow speed. So there it is. I'll just bring it around so you can see what it looks like. I love the joysticks on here. They're exactly the way a Phantom 2 and 3 joysticks are. They're very easy to move. They feel like you're pushing on butter. They're so silky smooth. 2 beeps. That should be the fastest speed. Let's see, how is that? I've taken the GPS off because sometimes if you leave GPS on, you don't get as fast a speed. So with it off, yeah, there we go. Now we're cruising. Whoa! Take that way down there. I'm gonna go way up. Oh yeah, look at this thing go. Gonna bring it back to me. Here we go. Going full speed. I'll put the brakes on as soon as it gets here. Bring it down. That's pretty cool, especially with the light in the front. All right, I gotta turn the GPS back on. See if my lights in the back go green. Yeah, they do, and it stops in the air because GPS is on. All right, what next can we try? Oh, look what it does to the snow. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. That little thin layer of snow over the ice. Things I do. I don't know if this is gonna work because I messed around with the GPS on and off, so now it's probably all screwed up, but I'll try the follow me button. There's a button here for follow me. Should follow the phone. I hit it. All right, it's got to move. And now as I walk, it should follow me. You can set it in the options for how far away you want it to be. Coming at it. What's it going to do? All right. Is it flying backwards? Yes, it is. I must have the follow me set to a really, really, really close proximity because look at how close I am. I'm not doing anything. It's just doing its backwards thing here. So if I hit this button over here, that's orbit. It should go into orbit mode. Okay, so it's going back and there we go. So it's orbiting. Goes around. I must have it set really close. Yeah, it's doing this little orbit thing. Oh, it's getting a bigger orbit now. There we go. Oh, I can control it on the joysticks too. All right, so that's pretty cool. Do I have GPS still? Yeah. Okay, there we go. I've got it on the fast speed still. Oh, maybe that's the problem. I got it on the fast speed still. I didn't put it back on the slow speed. That's why the orbits are they're going bigger and bigger. So anyways, here we go. So I've got it going away up. I'm just going to turn around. The wind's blowing it. So unfortunately, I've seen a little bit of jello. So I think it's still the cold out here. It's still doing its thing. These drones are not made to fly in the cold. So this here review you're getting, it's very different than what you should see. Well, that's pretty cool. It stops when it gets to a certain level. So the barometer is working nicely. There's a return to home on here. The return to home is one of those return to homes that if you're flying at a certain height, it stays at that height. So if I go like this, put it back there, let's just try it here. And I hit return to home, see what happens. Oh, well, I lied. It's going up and it's gonna go try to find where home is. And there it is, right over, well, it's pretty close to my pad here. I'll just cancel it. There is an option for VR glasses, so you can fly this with VR glasses if you want. One thing I like about this is you can turn the GPS off right here with the switch. So there, GPS off. Now the wind will just take it. But when you leave the GPS off, it's so much more fun to fly. I love drones where you can turn the GPS off so simply. See, I got no GPS right now, so I don't have to worry about all these little perfect turns or anything. I just fly it the way I want to fly it. All right, so that's pretty much it for this here drone. There's not much else I can show you right now. It's a really good drone. The jello that you probably see in the image right now, you know, indoors, I don't get that, but I do get it out here. So it's got to be the cold. I know it's a dull, dreary day. If it was sunny, the camera would look better. It's a true 1080p. Battery flight time is about 15 minutes. I'm on the same battery out here. Same battery I was in my backyard earlier today. Oh, that's the sound of I am running out of power. So here, let me just bring it over here. I'll take it out of GPS to land it. See if I can land it out of GPS. Come on, I can get it. I can get it. I can do it. I can do it. I do it. I got snow flying up everywhere. Come on, you can do it. No GPS. Can you do it? Yes, he got it. All right. What can I say? I'm going to put a link below where you can find this drone. They call it the W model, and yeah, it's a pretty cool looking drone. It's different that it's not foldable. I do like the battery. It's pretty modular. Everything seems to work. Check it out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.